Alright, it's time for a race car. But we're not doing any old race car, we are doing an LMP1 race car, and then, really spice things up a little bit, I'm taking it around the Nurburgring in BeamNG. That should be a very painful experience, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting challenge. So for this, we're going to need to go lightweight, light as possible. These real things ran around like 2,000 or so pounds. So that's going to be my target. So again, quality spam engine, engine name, Neum LMP1. Yeah, go with that. Create. Okay, so it's going to be, I'm going to go with the V10 because I can. Magnesium, and I want it to rev. I want a really high revving, almost F1-esque engine in this thing. So we're going to do maximum 4, minimum stroke, but I have to get this down to 4 liters. So we'll drop down the stroke even more in here. There we go, close enough. We're going to do billet, titanium, lightweight forged, balance shafts with a +5 quality. A +5 quality is going to be on everything in the engine. That needs to go up, that needs to go up, that needs to go up. We'll go there for now, and +5, and you see where I'm going with this. It's going to be twin turbo, smart boost, +5, injection, direct, per cylinder, race, you know, all the good stuff. It's going to run on methanol, race fuel, because race car. No, we don't need any of that. And everything is already starting to die, so that's great. Bear with for a moment.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I got everything to a functioning state, making a little over 1,000 horsepower, all that good stuff. Sound test. Well, it's going to be a mystery to me what that sounds like because I don't have my speakers on. Good old sin forgetting to turn on the sound. Anyway, moving on. It's going to be all-wheel drive because the real ones are usually rear-wheel drive, but they have a hybrid system that makes them all-wheel drive. We don't have hybrid in automation, so I'm going to kind of meet in the middle, and we're going to go an all-wheel drive system. Dual clutch, 8-speed. Crank that up. Reckons 277 miles an hour. That will change because this thing is going to have a lot of downforce on it. So, electric, yes. We'll just leave that as is for now. Radial, semi-slicks. Big as they can be. We need grip for this thing. 20-inch rims, and go a little extra on that one, but not all the way because I don't want to have the grip roll, wheels falling off issues. Massive brakes, gonna need them. Tweak those later. Race diffuser. We don't need 2 seats, basic. We don't need any entertainment. The car itself is the entertainment. +15, make it light as possible. Electric variable, traction control, ABS, but -15 because weight. And I guess we'll go Advanced 20 safety because race car, lighter, and we'll throw that like that. I don't know if that does anything in Beam or not, but I'm going to do it anyways. So progressive, semi-active, active, race preset, 15 quality. So right out of the gate, all right, 5.3 MPG. You love to see it. It's a bit pricey, about $1 million. I don't know what one of these cars would actually cost, so that could be right, or it could be more expensive. It could be cheaper. I don't know. So there you go. 2,600 pounds, way heavier than I want it to be. I'm going to have to change that. A little over 1,000 horsepower. I got to tune the engine a little bit more, so it's probably going to be more than that. But now, time for the fun bit, where I do the design, and when I have something to show you, I will show you as per the usual.
1 hour later.
Alright, so here's where I am at so far. I headlights in there, got most of the front fascia figured out, got some splitters on the front, with some glowy bits on them that might be entirely unnecessary, but it looks cool, so I'm going to roll with it. The little, like, position indicator things that LMP cars have, I got going on here. Got a little side duct built in, nothing on the back, nothing really on the top, just got a hood scoop going on up there. So, you know, progress is being made. This is where I'm at so far. So, time to do the rest.
1 eternity later.
Alright, and it is finished. Got a full racing livery put on there, based around the Janetta's LMP1 car. Was heavily influencing the overall design on this. Got a full interior for this one. So those of you that like to see interiors in the cars, there you go, that's for you. And I gave it the arguably best number, 69.
Nice.
Big old racing wang on the back of it because every race car needs one of those. Big rear diffuser. Suspended the glowing lights that are completely unnecessary on the side of the car. And for the specs, I got a little bit more horsepower out of it. I didn't want to go too ridiculous because I still have to be able to drive this thing. So just a little over 1,000 horsepower. Got the weight down. I got down to 2,300 pounds. But other than that, it's all basically the same as it was before. And now we just need to come up with a name. So we're going to go with the Long Boy Race Brick. Yeah, that works. Sure. Long Boy Race Brick. Now it's time to torture myself around the green hell for your entertainment in BeamNG Drive. Alright, so here we are in BeamNG Drive with the Long Boy at the tourist version of the Nurburgring to take this thing for a drive and see how it do. Should be interesting, to say the least. Well, it sounds fantastic. Not much, but I remember to turn my speakers on. Well, we're shooting sparks already, so that's not exactly promising. But in terms of overall handling, I mean,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
alright, let's get over to the actual start line over here, which should be like right around the corner somewhere. I think it's like right here. We'll do a quick reset, get everything fixed, and hope for the best with this because, well, I'm not the greatest at this track. I'm no Jimmy Broadbent or anything. Like, I know this track decently well, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. I will try to keep the resets at a minimum, if I can. Wow, this thing is actually impressive. I am very surprised at how good this thing is ending up being. And for a full disclosure, I did use some of the post-export tuning options that are offered in Beam to ensure that this thing's actually drivable, because, well, why are we getting stuck in here? Anyway, not important right now. I use the extra tuning options we get after export to make sure this thing would actually be able to get around this track. Because you just need something a little bit more in-depth and comprehensive than what you get in automation to set something like this up for this kind of a track. So I'm going to give it every possibility it can have to do well, and, well, it's going okay so far. I say, as I'm very likely to screw something up because I was just speaking nicely about this car. We all know that in the past, whenever I start to say something nice, like that, a little bit of understeer, which I don't so much think that's the car as much as it is the fact I'm using a controller. You gotta be really careful. Hello, Rebel Tree. Bless my lap, please. You gotta be really careful using a controller in Beam with how your turning inputs are, because it will snap the wheels to full lock very quickly, and you'll just start plowing through a corner like I just did with that one. So, there will be some off-track excursions along the way. Hopefully I can keep it out of the wall, though. That would just be ideal, honestly. I'm sure that's the slowest corner on the track. I got a horrible exit out of it. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I have, in my history of racing around this track, I always screw that corner up. Right there. Every time. Alright, so there's reset number 2. This is the easy part of the track. Probably didn't need to break through that corner, but again, better safe than sorry. Ah, there's that understeer again. Oh hey, we actually made it out of 6th gear that time, and almost immediately drove into a wall. Again. Should be coming up to the first carousel pretty soon, I think. I guess it's right around this corner here. Now, I don't know if this car can actually take the carousel, so I'm not going to try. Just gonna go play it safe, go around the top. I think that's actually how the Porsche 919 Evo took that corner as well. It was around the top. It didn't actually fall in. Oh. Alright, well, another off-track excursion. Now, this lap is going to be the farthest thing from being perfect, but with the minuscule amount of practice that I gave myself driving this thing, just get an idea what I was in for on this track with this thing. I mean, perfection just isn't gonna happen. I think we're coming up on the YouTube corner here too. Yeah, there it is. I think that's YouTube corner right there. Where oh, I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel. But where the guys set up their camera and they record all the cars crashing. I think that was the corner. Yeah, almost positive that that was the corner that they do that at. Auto Addiction. That's the name of the channel that does that. Or one of them that does that. Man, this thing is scary fast. And it actually stays on the track. Oh my god. Thinking maybe I probably should have set up my steering wheel for this, but this is the second carousel, so we're just about done. But themes, this car has handled the second half of the lap, the more technical bit, better than it did the first half. Alright, let's see what we can do for top speed-wise. Automation reckons 240 miles an hour. Beam has a different idea. We're capped at 177, which is very slow for one of these, mind you. I may have gone a little bit overboard with the downforce. But, you know, it is what it is. All in all, this lap actually went pretty well. It was what, 2 resets, I think? I had to do for this thing? Make it around here. Oh. I just broke the engine. I guess we're just gonna coast the rest of the way around. I don't know how I managed that one, but yeah, I just blew up the engine. Well, on the list of unexpected endings, I think that one sits pretty high up there. So I guess the only thing left to do now is why don't we take this thing over to the drag strip and see what it can do in the quarter mile. And then we'll end the video after that. Alright, and one last little thing. We're at the drag strip. We're going to see what an LMP car does in the quarter mile. I don't know what to expect from this, but it could be interesting. Well, we did a wheelie, so there's something. Like the bulk of the map. Which is interesting. Alright, 7.9. Actually, lower than I was expecting it to be. But, you know, I'll take it. So yeah, there it is, the Long Boy Race Brick. Oh, such a classy name, you know? It did very well. The Nurburgring with the additional bit of tuning that I threw on it after bringing it over into Beam. A very, very competent race car, and I'm sure it can be even better in the hands of somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, because that is not me. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. What do you think? Let me know, leave a comment. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anyway, talk to y'all next time.